Oh boy, Samus is back! Man, fuck Federation! Hey guys, HMK here with a review from Metroid Samus Returns. Big thanks to my friends at Nintendo of America for providing me with a review copy to feature on the channel. My apologies, peeps. I was supposed to get this video out sooner, but you know, Hurricane Irma and shit. But I just had to get this review out because I did not expect this game to be that good. Seriously, go and get this game if you were waiting for Samus' comeback. That's it. GG. Review over it. It's done. But nah, seriously, let me tell you why I fell in love with this game, which is a remake of Metroid 2, The Return of Samus. I see what you did there. But seriously, that's bullshit. This doesn't feel like a remake at all. This literally could have been a brand new Metroid game with everything in it. I honestly don't know why Nintendo decided to tout this around as a remake. I mean, I get the name is altered ever so slightly from Metroid 2 Return of Samus to Metroid Samus Returns, but still, like, who the fuck remembers Metroid 2 and goes on about it? Like, when you think Metroid, you think Metroid, Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion, the Prime series, even other fucking M. But Metroid 2? Nah. And guess what, folks? As trivial as that sounded, that is my biggest gripe with the game. This game is like really fucking good. Sure, the plot is pretty non-existent, but seriously, it doesn't matter given the goal of the overall game. Like, you will not give a fuck about it, but here it is. Samus is sent to SR-388 for some good old Metroid genocide. And that is all you need to know. Go to the planet, exterminate all the Metroids because they can be dangerous as bioweapons in the wrong hands or whatever. So in typical side-scroller Metroid game fashion, you explore a deep, packed catacomb-like world in search of power-ups and ways to advance. There will be areas within the world that you come into contact but won't be able to fully access until you acquire a certain ability or a weapon later on in the game. So there is a lot of backtracking, but if you're a seasoned Metroid veteran, you already know this. And if not, don't worry, it's not that big of a deal as you would think, because the rewards and exploring the detailed environment makes it engaging. Seriously, this is a remake of Metroid 2? Get the fuck out of here. Mercury's team should be commended for their work on this game. Like most Metroid games, you start with almost nothing in your arsenal and you build it up as you go. Other than familiar weapons, this game implements new and very welcome ideas such as precise targeting and the counter melee system. Like all other side-scrolling Metroid games, Samus can move freely and aim in 8 different directions while moving. But now you can use the L trigger to aim precisely at targets, complete with a laser sight that automatically readies your grapple beam. This thing is such a godsend and extremely helps the flow of the game. Now with the melee counter system, this move is exclusively intended as a counter move and not a viable melee attack. When enemies try to physically assault you, you can hammer them up at the right timing to leave them open for a one-shot kill. At first I thought this was busted and free, but if you do mess up, and you're gonna mess up, Samus is gonna have a huge opening that can cost you your life, especially against Metroids. Samus's growth in this game truly feels empowering but never too godly. At certain points you'll be breezing through enemies that gave you problems in the past, but once you get into contact with the next boss or enemy wave or area, it's gonna remind you why you got those power-ups. The graphics on the 3DS are superb. It's almost as if Samus didn't take a big ass break. And the music and sound effects all fit nicely for a Metroid game. There's a ton of great gameplay elements and puzzles for you to solve with your growing abilities to get some sweet rewards and push exploration in all the areas. Now I do have a couple of small gripes with the game that don't really detract from the overall experience but could have enhanced it further. One is that the enemy variety isn't really that varied. You're gonna run into a number of enemies that you can literally count with your fingers and enhance versions of those enemies. So it will give some players a sense of repetitiveness. And two, despite what I said about the first point with all the gameplay items and enemy inclusions that are added to this remake, okay, there is no log feature that compiles any type of lore, useful or otherwise interesting information about the planet, its varied settings, enemies, or anything, which is something that I would have appreciated and exists in other Metroid games. In the end, Samus makes a triumphant return in a game that I had an insanely good time and an equally hard time putting down. If you are a Metroid fan or want to get into the series, this is literally the game for you. That is why I give Metroid Samus Returns a 9.5 out of 10. For more Nintendo videos, reviews, and hype on Metroid, because Prime 4 is coming, baby, subscribe to HMK, like the video, and share it up. Until the next one, I've been HMK, get hyped and stay hectic, and I will check you guys later.